Hello there, fellow travelers. Mark here with Wolters World, and we're in New Orleans, Louisiana, in the Audubon Park. Fantastic, relaxing place to go after you have a great time on Bourbon Street and party in a French Quarter and enjoy Mardis Gras, one of the festivals here. And today what we have for you are the top 10 things that you should do and see when you do come here to New Orleans, because it is a fantastic place. Whether you're young and old, there's tons of stuff to do. So let's get started. Now, the first thing you need to do is explore the French Quarter. The architecture there with the wrought iron and the amazing architecture is just fantastic. Whether you're going to Jackson Square to see St. Louis Cathedral, or you're walking through, Bourbon Street to see the bars and stuff like that, or Royal Street in order to see, the fantastic architecture and the great shops. There's so much to see and do when you're down there. Maybe you're going to go to Café du Monde and have your beignets and coffee there, or try, the birthplace of the hurricane at Pat O'Brien's. There's so much cool stuff to do in the French Quarter that have nothing to do with drinking, though I did say about the hurricanes, but it's the architecture, the culture, all kinds of great stuff that's there. That's why it's the first thing you definitely shouldn't do, and that's during the day. Now, the second thing you should do is go back to the French Quarter at night and go out, because guys and gals, let me tell you, New Orleans is basically a Disneyland for adults, okay? The bars, the clubs, the nightlife, the parties, the festivals. It is fantastic to go out. And yes, you do drink your hurricanes at Pat O'Brien's, and you do have, drink on the street and all kinds of stuff. It is a really fun time. Of course, sometimes the drunk tourists do get a little annoying, but we cover that in our 5 Love and Hates of New Orleans. But just going to Bourbon Street and partying up there and having a great time, it is something you really have to do if you are an adult. Kids, probably not so good to go there at night. During the day you can take them, but during the night, maybe not. The third thing you want to do when you come to New Orleans is go to New Orleans City Park. Now, when you go there, it has the New Orleans Museum of Art, which is probably, it's one of the best museums in the Southeast U.S. Great collection of art there. There's Storyland, where they've recreated fairy tales and stuff so the kids can play there. There's actually one of the oldest carousels in the U.S. there. You can go in their little amusement park that's there. Really nice thing to do. And then it's just a huge green space to enjoy, and you'll see people from New Orleans all over the place, and it is really great just to kind of chill out. Here, Audubon Park is another great place, but City Park is just fantastic. Also, when you go to the New Orleans Museum of Art, there's a great sculpture garden as well. Just have some drinks and relax and picnic there. It is a really fun place. Now, the fourth place to check out is actually here, the Audubon Park and Zoo, and the campus of Tulane and Loyola. It is fantastic. If you're looking to get away from all the drunk tourists and all the craziness that is New Orleans or the French Quarter, then you really should come here, because the park is fantastic. Lots of places to relax, sit out, have a drink, take a chill. I'm here. It's one of the big festival times. There's nobody around. I get to enjoy myself. And also, the zoo here is one of the best zoos in the U.S., so you definitely have to check that out when you're here. Now, the fifth thing you got to do when you come to New Orleans is eat. There's a saying, okay? When you come to New Orleans, you bring 2 sets of clothes. The clothes you wear before you get here, and the clothes you wear after you get here, because you'll eat so much and love it so much, you'll gain weight, and you're not going to mind, because the food is fantastic. And yes, there's the things you have to do, like having beignets, which are like donuts with powdered sugar on them at the Café du Monde, but you have the jambalaya and the muffaletta and the gumbo and all the fantastic food, the crab cakes. There's so much great seafood and just spice food, and it's not necessarily hot spicy, but it's flavorful food here that you'll love it, and you won't mind if you put on 5 or 10 pounds while you're here for a weekend or so, okay? Because the food is fantastic, and you really, eating Louisiana cuisine anywhere in the state is just amazing, okay? So that's the fifth thing you gotta do, is eat, and eat some more. The sixth thing you want to do is enjoy the river, whether it's walking on the riverfront of the Mississippi, or taking a swamp tour, or going through the Delta, or we're taking one of the riverboat cruises like on the Natchez, which I really enjoy and the kids really enjoy. Even if I didn't have kids, it's great, all kinds of great things. Taking a tour, going out to the plantations. There's so many things to do outside that have to do with the river and the whole Delta system that is kind of a cool thing to do. The seventh thing you should do when you come to New Orleans is come for a festival. Yes, we all know about Mardis Gras with the beads and the beer and the boobies, let's say, but also there's other festivals that aren't as crazy. Like, we're here for the French Quarter Festival, so you've got food booths everywhere, and you got bands playing all over the place, jazz fest. There's so many festivals when you come here, and they do a great job because they have such a good infrastructure for tourism here that you really do get to enjoy the city and enjoy the festival and not get overcrowded as well. Now, Mardi Gras gets a little overcrowded, but it is so great just to enjoy the festivals and the party atmosphere that's here, and that's why it's number 7 on our list. Number 8 on our list is going to the Aquarium of the Americas, which is in the French Quarter, down on the river. And when you go there, it's one of the best aquariums in the U.S., and that's what's crazy. They have one of of the best zoos and one of the best aquariums. And a lot of people, when they think of New Orleans, they don't think of taking their kids. But there's so many things to do with your kids here, whether it's a swamp tour, the aquarium, the Americas, going to the zoo, the parks. It is really for all ages when you come here. But if you're young or old, the aquarium is a really nice kind of cultural thing to do when you're recovering from the night before of drinking hurricanes and grenades. Okay? The ninth thing you should do is explore the Garden District. If you want to see some of the most amazing architecture in America all clumped together, take the streetcar, well, which will be number 10 actually, but come through the Garden District and see the squares, see the cemetery, see the buildings, and it is just fantastic. And the thing is, number 10 on our list is actually taking a streetcar when you're here. Now you can take it up and down Canal Street, but I recommend coming down St. Charles Street and going down that way, because what happens is you go down and you see those fantastic homes in the Garden District on your way to here to the Audubon Park, and it is great. Okay, so make sure you take that streetcar and you can tie it in with some of the other ones. Now there's so many more things you want to do when you come here. There's voodoo museums you should go check out. There's Creole museums you can check out, because you want to take in that Creole culture, the voodoo culture, the fun culture, because this really is a great city to visit. And we have 5 things you're going to love and hate about coming to New Orleans, and I really suggest you actually watch that video to get a better idea of all the fantastic things are here, because these 10 are only the tip of the iceberg. It's a great place. I hope you enjoyed. If you want to learn more about traveling in the southeast of the US or anywhere in the world, check us out at our website at woltersworld.com. We're also on Twitter and Facebook, and we appreciate your likes and subscriptions. Bye from Audubon Park in New Orleans, Louisiana. Bye.